Всем привет, я Донис, и мы продолжаем проходить ELEX. Сейчас мы штурмуем эту базу, как она там называется. Преобразователь в восточном Косокоре. Последний преобразователь. Вроде как. Так, тут вроде никого. Маны мало, надо выпить. Так, что, все сверху? Как-то это подозрительно. И тут нету. Попрятались, блин. Отчет об испытании системы. Отчет об испытаниях систем безопасности альбов на преобразователе в восточном Косокоре. Испытание охранных прототипов. Начинаю испытание новых роботов-охранников. Активирую прототипы. Тестирую систему тревоги. Прототипы реагируют быстро и в рамках заданных параметров. Похоже, модификация дала в точности тот результат, который был обещан. Связь между модулями и центральная координация работает идеально. Модули нашли и ликвидировали угрозу в 3 раза быстрее, чем предыдущие модели. Начато планирование следующих испытаний. Финальный отчет поступит после испытания на выносливость. Новая модификация. Это, возможно, вот это как раз Т-4300 был. Новая модель. Мы ее безжалостно уничтожили. Че, здесь нет? Ну, это реально очень подозрительно. Да. Вон. Е-4300. А, кстати. Уровень же. Интеллект. Надо добить уже до 85. Так, мой любимый взлом. Ух, тут сложно будет. Все одинаковые. 0, правильно. Ну-ка. Блин, это сложно.
That didn't work.
И, типа бесконечно попыток. Что еще там не пробовал? Шестерочки. 3 шестерки. Динамическая. Доклад о происшествии. Тут происшествие было? Доклад о побеге, случившемся на преобразователе в восточном Косокоре. Побег подопытного RHS-95. Подопытный RHS-95 сбежал. Он напал на стражника, который должен был отвезти его на следующую процедуру. В его камере нет ничего, что указывало бы на то, куда он мог направиться. Пока даже не ясно, покинул ли он здание. 3 группы ведут поиски внутри. Начаты поиски за пределами комплекса, но погодные условия ухудшились. Несколько часов спустя поиск пришлось свернуть. Группа, проводившая повторную проверку, с тепловизорами смогла обнаружить RHS-95. Он умер от переохлаждения, пытаясь сбежать. Работа продолжается в обычном порядке. Мы его вроде не находили. То же самое. Плазменная винтовка. Это шкатулка была? Хм. Можно этим тоже пользоваться, но, блин, уже не хватает ячеек. Разыскивается подобный RHS-95. Доклад о подобном RHS и преобразователь восточном Косокоре. Код RHS-95, полмужской, уровень интеллекта средний-высокий. Клирик-техник с рудиментарными навыками в области компьютеров. Ментальная сила средневысокая, подходит для экспериментов уровня D. Место обнаружения схвачено на восточной границе Косокора. Угу. Что, последнее? Сильнейший удар по альвам. Так, что у нас в заданиях? Война машин. Это новость многим придется по душе. К Торальду. К этому чуваку, где там он? Тоже можно сходить. Но сначала к Торальду, я думаю. К нему у меня душа ближе лежит. Блин, как же он тупит-то? Так бесит, что надо по очереди доставать меч и щит. Если честно, очень странное решение. Столько игр есть. Просто достаешь меч, а щит как бы он уже заранее выбран. Сразу он автоматически достается. Почему нельзя было так же сделать? Это же уже проверено, уже давно все используют. Это знаете, как все равно машины ездят на колесах, какая-то компания. Нет, мы не будем делать колеса, мы квадраты поставим. Все говорят, ну блин, ну колеса ж удобно, круглые, чтобы были колесики. Нет, мы квадраты поставим. Так же и здесь тоже. Зачем, спрашивается? Давай, сразимся. Хорош. Я даже убил его. Ледяной дворец. Как там? Ice Palace тут. Ледяной. Так эпично выглядит. Подходим к нему, он к нам спиной стоит. Еще должен говорить: я знал, что ты придешь, я тебя ждал. Начинается схватка. Правда, в течение нескольких секунд. Прямо питье элексовое. Ну, хватит уже пить. Неплохой стол был. Так, ну все. А что там у нас? Ладно. Полетели.
world is truly fascinating.
Она сохранится. Поспать тоже не помешало бы. Ну тут есть место.
The converters you wanted destroyed. There are no more active converters. I shut them all down.
Then, on behalf of the free people, I thank you. The converters are the worst thing your people ever did to us. Well, I say your people, but perhaps you have earned my trust enough to separate you from the Albs and Zakor. Perhaps we can work together. It seems you can deliver on your word. I would not have thought it possible for anyone to shut down all of the converters. Your deeds will be remembered by all the free people. We have a real chance to win the war now. Now we take the war to the hybrid. Now the hybrid must die, so everyone can be free.
You want to kill the hybrid?
Kill or convert. My studies indicate that mana will poison him. Kill him if we must. But there is also a chance we can change him with it.
You're getting ahead of yourself. First, you've got to tell me your plans.
Very well. But there's much to discuss. Ask your question, and I will see if I can answer.
And
Интересно.
so, full circle. Sent to Thorold from the Ice Palace. To learn the truth. To kill the truth. And now I return. The hybrid stronghold that I defended for so long. Unquestioning. Serving the hybrid and my addiction to ELEX. But what is it that Zakor is really defending? Thorold wants to strike at the hybrid by destroying the ELEX that feeds it. But what is the hybrid using the ELEX for? Has his vision failed, leaving me to act outside the directive? Or am I merely part of his greater plan? Who planned the failure of my mission? Did they want me to die? Or did they want Thorold to live? And so, full circle. Sent to hybrid, I go back to the Ice Palace to learn the truth, to kill the truth.
Почему kill the truth? Не понял, почему kill? Убить, правда. Глава закончилась, какая-то короткая была.
Fascinating.
Это точно. Я с тобой согласен, Фальк. Так, теперь надо к клирикам слетать. Я все-таки надеюсь на это задание. Где мы сейчас находимся? Угу. На свою базу надо слетать. Тут куча всего. Но с этим мужиком тоже надо поговорить, по идее. Так, и опыта нам наклали. Наложили. Все равно не хватает пока.
So, what are your plans for getting into the Ice Palace?
The Albs will move the bulk of their forces to the borders of Zakor. We need to take out those positions. That will open the way for a direct assault. What I need to know first is whether the Separatists will help us with this attack. Or if they attack us as we move against Zakor. Are you ready?
Your plan is a frontal attack.
We've scouted the Ice Palace, and now is the time to strike. The Albs have moved their forces. They trust too much in those energy barriers of theirs. All we need to do is take out the barrier generators, and we will open our way in. Your raider is perfect for that task. That's why we need it.
Последний полет.
What will make you trust the Separatists?
The same as it took to trust you. I want to see them start shooting at Albs. Actions speak more than words. Actions earn trust.
One raider won't stop an army.
The Albs' biggest weak point is ELEX. With the converters gone, we've cut off their new supplies. Now, we need to take out what they have stockpiled.
How are we going to destroy the barrier generators?
We crippled a similar generator when we attacked the converter here in Idan. All we had to do was target the ventilation port. It took one shot from our ballista to cripple the generator, and that brought the shield down. Your radar cannon has a lot more power than a ballista. So, if you hit the generator's ventilation port at full power, it will blow and the Ice Palace will lose its defense.
And what if your plan to transmute all their ELEX stocks doesn't work?
If they still have their ELEX, we can't fight the Alb army. We will have to target their commanders instead. If we kill the Alb commanders in charge of the defenses around the Ice Palace, the resistance should crumble. With them dead, the soldiers won't stop us getting into the Ice Palace.
So, what are you planning to do when you get to the hybrid?
Heal him. If we can bring him into contact with a seedling, it will transmute the ELEX within him, changing his nature. We can heal him as we heal the planet.
To reach the hybrid, we will need the code to his chamber.
Don't you think I know that? But none of my prisoners have known the code or would give it up. All I have discovered is that it has something to do with the hybrid's past.
But what? The Elexitors are the only ones with access to the hybrid. Anyone below that rank can't enter the chamber unless the hybrid calls them personally.
Then you need to find an Elexitor and get the code out of him.
Брательник.
You said we could change the hybrid instead of killing him?
We can try and change him with mana. If it doesn't work, the mana will poison him. Is that a problem?
You think killing should be an easy decision?
That thing hasn't hesitated to order the deaths of hundreds, thousands. There is a chance we can convert it, change it with mana. But change him or kill him, he must be stopped.
Интересный вариант убийства гибрида. Единственный способ спасти Магалан. Это типа хороший. Холодность достаточная. Есть средний вариант. Нам стоит поработать с гибридом. В принципе, да, по идее. Хотя, я думаю, это вариант.
Killing the hybrid is the only way to save Magalan. For all his knowledge and power, he must answer for what he has done. Whatever his plan is, it can't be worth the damage he's caused.
I agree. While there is a chance we could stop the fighting and keep his knowledge, we would be risking all of Magalan to try.
Ну да.
We can hope the mana will heal him, as it is healing Magalan. Maybe we could force him onto a different path, but the safety of the planet must come first, even if that means killing him.
The Elexitors say that the hybrid has a greater plan for all of us. That he knows the nature of ELEX and why it came to our world. That he has the power to see the future. Before we act, we should find out what the hybrid knows. If we don't gain the knowledge, we could pay the price for it.
Well, if he has a plan that is supposed to benefit us, I haven't seen a sign of it. That thing only wants power. Listen to him if you must, but take this seedling into the chamber with you. You must attach it to the hybrid. That is how we will tame him or kill him.
То я такое задание. Саженец Торальда. Луговая трава, кстати, эмблемка была.
The last time I tried to confront Calyx, he didn't come alone. There were Albs patrolling the area where we were to meet. I need to get him alone.
Then you must choose a place yourself. Zardum's old hiding place, for instance. Maybe there you will get a chance to meet Calyx alone.
Why would he come there? Calyx is not one to give up an advantage in a fight alone.
Is there any way you can discredit him? Get his own people to reject him?
No. Calyx is untouchable. He's practically worshipped. Otherwise, he would not have become an Elexitor. The trust of the hybrid is not earned easily. People know that.
Then look into his past. Speak to your father. Perhaps he could tell you something that would help. No one as ambitious as Calyx is without fault.
How far advanced is your plan to transmute the ELEX?
The planning is complete. If it works in practice, then all the ELEX on Magalan should be transmuted. But I can't control that amount of magical energy on my own. I will need a strong mage to help me. Someone who truly understands the nature of ELEX and mana.
Кая.
Then ask Kaya.
Kaya has the ability. But as for the temperament, this isn't the time for impulsiveness. The magic we'd be channeling if she didn't follow orders.
What other choice do you have?
Well, bold times take bold decision. I'll have to trust her. But she won't listen to a request from me. You must ask her to do it.
That was well done.
Привратник один из двух. Поговорить со вторым, да? Угу. С Вардеком поговорить. Окей, сколько заданий? Все основные.
The machines of the Ice Palace are powerful adversaries. You should only meet them in battle if you are well armed.
Так, полетели в исток.
The lands of the free people cannot fail.
Сейчас там куча заданий будет всяких.
How do you think we're doing? Work?
You are not the commander you were in Zakor. Now, Zakor is using ELEX and harvesting almost none. That can't go on for long. The Ice Palace must know they are going to get new resources soon. They must have plans to remedy this shortage.
Commander, supplies located.
Thanks, you four. How are you?
Life is good. I like being here. This struggle will determine the fate of all the people on Magalan.
Thorold needs your help with this ELEX experiment.
So he thinks he's finally done it, does he? That he can take away the fighting strength of the Albs with one act of magic. You should help him. Tell Thorold I'll be there when he starts the experiment.
Прекрасно. Но я думаю, из-за того, что мы все ее миссии выполняли, поэтому так. Ее отношение к нам. Да, уровень, кстати. Так, ну трофеи по-любому. Броня это не получится. Почти все вообще изучили тут. Единственная броня. И все. Только броня. Экспрессивные. Так, интеллект. Так, полетели улучшаться. Ману прокачивать. Можно пробовать заклинание ближнего боя улучшить, выучить. Так, куда его только повесить? Блин, щит целую ячейку занимает.
Teach me some.
Yeah.
Все. Максимум. Максимум мана. Зачаровывать оружие. Вот это интересно. Ловкость надо 50. Вот это интересно попробовать прокачать. Попробую выучить. Вместо чего только? Факел. Но иногда ими пользуюсь. Вместо винтовки. Так, значит, ловкость надо качать. Как-то тупо, что новых заданий нету. Берсерков здесь.
Well, if you believe what they say, then the past was very different from today.
I'm preparing to attack the Ice Palace.
Yes, I've heard you have been working with Thorold. I have heard reports of Alb troop movements in Zakor. It's time you moved. Will you fight alongside Thorold?
Looks like it.
Good. Then I will wait on Thorold's order to send you support. Magalan is depending on you both. Bring an end to the hybrid.
Sure, okay.
Так, теперь надо слетать к клирикам.
You have been told.
I'm making preparations to attack the Ice Palace.
Then I wish you well. There was a time when I would have pledged you my support, but I cannot join you. I wish you luck. May Kalan be with you.
Спасибо. Хоть опыта бы отсыпал. Не, тут никто не дает задания. Ладно.
I have to get my thoughts together.
If I'm watching your back and you're watching mine, then who's watching what's out there?
I must remember this place.
How are you getting on with the raider?
We're almost there, but only almost.
What else do you need to get the raider ready?
One of the control jets must have taken a hit when it came down. If we don't fix that, the only thing you'll be flying is circles.
Я уже нашел его.
How do we get a new control jet?
Well, only the Albs built this kind of raider. So I guess the only place I can think of would be an Alb maintenance center. That means looking near the Ice Palace in Zakor.
So, not easy to get. Here, I got the replacement control jet for the raider.
Well, that's a good piece of work. I'll get to repairing this right away.
Опыта столько дают.
I need that raider ready. The Albs are gathering strength to attack the free lands. We have to be one step ahead of them.
Well, I almost have the thing done, but... You want to take it to Zakor? Don't forget, half of that crate is mine.
This raider is the only chance to stop the Alb attack.
I was afraid you'd say something like that. You'll get the raider when I'm ready. And one more thing. Let's not pretend that I don't know who you really are, okay? You've done some impressive stuff, so don't turn out to be a shit in the end, will you? So, when does the raider have to be ready?
There are a few things to take care of first.
Is there a timescale coming at any point?
Alright, so this is where we're up to. I have to take care of the Alb commanders in Zakor. That way I can open up a path to get to the Ice Palace without the Alb forces in that area killing me before I've managed to get close. I still have to figure out what the Separatists will do when we march into Zakor. Thorold the Pilgrim is yet to complete his ELEX experiment. That must be done before we attack. I still need to learn the access code for the Hybrid's chamber. I need that before I attempt to enter the Ice Palace.
Well, sounds like there's still something to do. Come back when that's taken care of. I'll make sure that the raider is prepared. Just make sure you get it done before the whole damn Alb army shows up here. One question. They're saying you're fighting your brother.
So?
So, is this just some big family bust-up? Is there any chance you're gonna turn around and buddy up again? I'm only asking because, you know, this affects the fate of the world and shit.
Да.
I will have to confront my brother Calyx sooner or later. The Elexitors must fall.
Right. You think you're strong enough for that?
I don't know. We will see.
Right. Don't get killed. I mean that. And not just because you dying would land the rest of us in the shit. I've, you know, got used to having you around.
Excellent.
Так, холодность снизилась, это прекрасно. Экспрессивный. Отлично. Надо с отцом поговорить.
Look out!
Манны теперь должно быть вообще дофигища.
I'm coming.
Так, там холодно. Да. Не пойду.
This is a dangerous area.
Угу.
Good to see you.
Over there.
I've been to the fishing village in Edan.
Then do you understand?
That Calyx and I were born berserkers and not Albs? Do I understand that you killed our parents and carried us off to the Ice Palace as your children? What I don't understand is why.
I wanted heirs. I had achieved much. But I wanted to found a dynasty of the most powerful Albs to follow in my footsteps. But I couldn't have children. So I did what Albs do. I took what I wanted, and I was successful. Look at what you and Calyx achieved. You rose to the very top in Zakor. My legacy was almost complete. You were poised to rule.
We were. Then someone set me up. Now, your bastard children are trying to kill each other.
Yes, all the plans I had shattered.
Your plans? You destroyed our lives.
What life are you talking about? I saved you from death when the Albs destroyed your village. Your parents would be dead anyway. Your lives would have been short, desperate, futile. What would you be? A fisherman? A vagrant in the forests? A wanderer amongst the rat holes of Edan? You both have me to thank for lives of greatness. This truth is what you can use to lure Calyx. He wants to hold on to power, and fears that if the truth of his birth became known, then he would lose that power, threaten to reveal the truth, and Calyx will come to you.
It's good that I know where and how I can challenge Calyx. I will send Calyx a message through my adjutor. I expect he will go there straight away.
That may be so, but be cautious. You know who you are dealing with.
That was amateurish.
Понятно. Ну, в принципе, я тогда понял, что их забрали. Как-то не подумал о том, что их родители убили, что настоящие родители там были. Да уж.
I'm ready to attack the Ice Palace.
You have achieved much, but I am still to understand your intentions.
What do you mean?
Which side are you fighting for? Are you fighting against the hybrid? Or are you only motivated by your need to revenge yourself against the Alexiters?
I am on the side of the free people. Zakor's exploitation of them must be stopped once and for all.
But what are your intentions for the hybrid? Will you admit that he seeks to control the destiny of the Alps? We will only fight alongside you if you share our interests. The hybrid goes, the old directives must be restored. Tell me your intentions.
The hybrid's rule must end. There is no other way to finish this.
Then we stand with you. I will order final preparations to begin. We will meet again in Zakor. Victory will be ours.
Отлично. И холодность понижена еще. Экспрессивно. Так, экспрессивно, это ж, по-моему, максимум. Да, от 0 до 10. Так, значит, можно немножко еще выпить. Крепкое эликсовое питье. И обычное эликсовое. Ячейка для самоцвета можно будет. Можно будет выучить. Что это там летает? Ничего себе. Вот движок выдает. А, это Враги тут прямо.
I will assist you.
Вы засранцы. С ними сложно сражаться. Стреляют. Я хотел попробовать это самое заклинание. Сейчас испробуем. Мясо пожарить надо. Так, попробуем. Да блин. Как-то такое.
Look out.
Столько жизни потратил. Так, а что там было еще? Зачарованное не выучил. Бойцовский дух. Оружие ближнего боя плюс 50. Как-то хиленько было. Нет, тут надо по-нормальному. Блин, никого нету. Ладно. Там низко. Короткие отчеты задания. Доклад отряда Альбов в центральной подстанции в Обессе. 21.05.160. На юго-востоке мы обнаружили лагерь клириков. Я приказал уничтожить его. Доклад с центральной подстанции не пришел вовремя. Из-за этой проблемы связь полностью отсутствует. Мы не можем справиться с этим самостоятельно.
I'm in.
Так, куда нам там отправиться? Ничего себе, 6 командоров убить. Так, надо поговорить с этим. С герцогом.
Not now.
Our preparations are almost complete. It is almost time to attack the Ice Palace.
The Ice Palace? And you found some other lunatics to help you?
It's the only way to stop the hybrid from conquering Magalan.
Yeah. Or it's a way to piss him off so he decides to come out fighting and kill everything that moves. But until then, maybe I'll come and watch him take you apart. Have fun out there. I know I will.
Угу. Помощи не жди.
Talk is cheap.
Непонятно, как он поступит. От него можно ждать, что он нападет. Вполне.
Look at this. My friend has grown up and joined a faction. If I was free, I wouldn't have joined that lot. But hey, who am I to judge you? I'm happy for you that you have made your choice. I'm happy to help you if you need me. After all, we have been through some stuff together.
I'm finalizing my plans to attack the Ice Palace. I've come here to see if you will help.
And drag Tavar into your personal score?
So you don't have the courage.
This isn't courage, it's stupidity. I'm not about to throw my life away on some battlefield in the ice desert. I can hardly imagine that anyone else will do so either.
And where will Tavar be when we win, and you weren't with us?
Here, intact, in profit. Where will you be when the hybrid blows your ashes into the sky? Take your crazy ideas out of here.
Угу. О, тоже ожиданно.
Not now.
Here again? Deep down, you're a scrap hound, aren't you? You just can't resist the lure of salvage.
Does it matter why I came?
That depends. Seeing as you're here, you can make yourself useful. Just don't fuck up.
What do you want?
Get yourself over to the scrap digs in the west. They're holding out on some deliveries they owe me. Normally the deliveries are up to Trevor, but I haven't heard anything from him in some time. So I want you to head west, find the scrap scavengers there, and make it clear that I want those deliveries. Is that clear?
Can't one of your people get you your scrap?
Do you want this job or not? If not, fuck off. If you do want it, then get it done. That makes you my plan B. That means you're gonna go out and make it clear to my people that they can't walk over me. Even my legendary patience has its limits.
Блин, он меня бесит вообще.
What exactly should I tell your scrap scavengers?
Tell them they're dead if they don't get those deliveries to me soon. Best to keep these things simple. It will be...
Окей, новое задание. Ты смотри-ка, наконец-таки. За долгое время. Товар, доставка мусора. Везунчик Сэм. А, так я здесь был. Я помню этого везунчика. Я же уже выполнял тут задание. Тут поспать можно, кстати.
We could learn much from... We could learn much from these ruins.
You again? What a lucky coincidence. I was just thinking that. Thanks to you, I made the deal of my life. I was able to get more shards than I thought was possible. The new guy we're supplying, he's going to guarantee we earn what we need to. Thank you. You've saved lives.
People in the fort are expecting your scrap deliveries to start again.
Yeah, and? Fuck the fort. The guys there can kiss my ass.
You don't have a choice. I'd think again.
Yeah? Why should I?
If you don't send a delivery, the fort will send a group of enforcers to make sure they get what they want.
Damn it! 1 minute you're swimming in shards, the next you're standing in shit. Let me think. Okay, there's a small group of clerics who want my scrap, right? They're close by, probably watching us right now. Now, if they were to accidentally meet their maker, well, then we'd be able to start delivering scrap to the fort again. Do you think you can sort that out for the good of all of us?
Какая-то грязная работа, мне такое вообще не нравится.
Hey, about what you said. Where do I find your new employer?
You'll find my employers not far from here, to the northeast. They're not the usual employers you'd find in Tavar. The fact they stand out might make them a bit jumpy if they see a new face. So be cautious when you approach them. You'll find them at the waterfall.
Окей. Водопада, да? Где-то здесь.
Over there.
Ух ты, какие тут места интересные. Парники. Кстати, а был тут? Не, тут не был. Вот они, наверное.
Not a step further. Who are you?
Does it make any difference who I say I am?
Truth has value. It buys trust. And trust can stop you getting killed by people you creep up on in the desert.
I'm not looking for a fight.
In Tavar, you don't have to look for a fight to find one. Now, tell me, what are you doing here? You don't end up out here in the desert without a purpose.
Coming into enemy territory with such a small group, that's a brave move.
A good weapon, training, and faith are all we need. Besides, we aren't seeking war, just redress. The outlaws have been raiding us in secret for years. Anything we might take now is simply balancing the equation. The Hort will put this scrap to good use, not use it to sponsor chems and debauchery like this Duke.
Так.
People at the fort have noticed the missing scrap deliveries.
Now, that is unfortunate. I thought we would have a lot longer before anyone realized what we are doing. It seems we will have to spend some more. In Tavar, you can buy a man's soul for Elexit.
И все?
You aren't thinking clearly.
There are too many dead already.
Sand, thieves, and corpses. That's Tavar.
You've got to sit down and ask, what am I doing?
You try and travel at night, you'll be dead by morning.
About your...
What about...
You're going to tear down your base and leave.
I'm not leaving until I get orders. I will not betray my duty.
Блин. Я вообще на стороне клириков больше. Но они прилетели на чужую территорию. Вытворяют тут, что хотят. Поэтому бить их придется.
So, what are you gonna do now?
We will deal with the root cause of this problem. Since these scrap scavengers have become a problem, we will have to take them out of the picture. Since you're so curious, why don't you help me?
В смысле, а зачем с ними разделаться?
You can do your own killing.
And what you leave here so you can go warn the scavengers we're coming? If you won't help us, you are too much of a risk. You will die for Kalan. So, you want to fight?
Ладно. Хоть он сам на нас напал.
Initiating combat.
Приходится работать на этого барона мусорного, хотя он меня и бесит. Ладно. Так, тут ничего больше нету? Не, пусто. Кстати, вот, тролль-трава тоже. Возможно, в оригинале они по-разному назывались, перевели. Одинаково. Фиг знает. Реально этот Сэм везунчик какой-то.
Hey, about what you said. Your trade agreement with the followers of Kalan is over.
Another man's death is never a reason to celebrate. But between our deaths or theirs, that wasn't a choice. The delivery will be on its way to the fort soon.
Good. You'd better stick to the agreement.
I will. You can count on me. I know the difference between trusting in luck and shooting yourself in the head.
Why didn't you tell me you're trading with clerics?
Because it would have been dumb. Information isn't just profit, it's security. Business requires keeping things confidential. You never know who else might try to earn something off your dealings. And it's a small margin of profit that feeds or condemns your men. So I owe it to them to be wary.
Так, надо отчитаться. На этом серия заканчивается. Всем, кто смотрел, спасибо. До встречи.